The movie starts in the year 1978, and here you will see a girl who has been tied to a chair and her private part has been destroyed almost completely, and the man in front is none other than the husband of that girl, and he is a dictator on whose orders all the soldiers there are working. Now he brings his son Juan and cuts his face, and also gives him a heavy dose of Viagra and forcibly makes him rape his own mother. And poor Juan rapes his own mother on the orders of his father, and due to the heavy dose of Viagra, after that, this man shoots his own wife and kills her. Now the story comes to the recent, where we get to see two lesbian girls, Camila and Julia, and both. They enjoy being intimate with each other the whole night. Kamala has a sister, Andrea, who loves her a lot, but Kamala liked Julia. Next morning, all of them, Julia, Kamala, Andrea, and Kamala's another cousin, Mada, leave for a trip to a place called Lad Augustine. On the way, they go to a restaurant to ask for the address, but there were only men there, two of whom surround them and say that it is dangerous for you people to come here alone. Then another man helps them, and this was the same Juan whom we saw in the first scene, who has grown up a lot now. They come out and meet a little girl named Hoyo. After some time, the police also came there and said that it is not safe for you people to come here alone. One of the policemen even wrote his number on Andrea's hand, so that if there is an emergency, she can call him immediately. All of them had reached there. Kamala tells that she and Julia will now live together, and because she liked Julia a lot, Andrea was jealous of her because she liked Camila and really cared for her, which we could see. Juan had a son whom he had by having sex with his sister, and Juan also treated his sons the same way Juan's father treated him, and both of them had another small child. Now at night, everyone had drunk, and Camila was drinking when the light went off. Julia was dancing like a stripper by removing her clothes. She was also kissing Camila in front of everyone. Yes, on the other hand, Uni was giving to his own son. What a story it is, brother. And after doing all this, both father and son were ready to attack these girls. There was already a dance program going on. Then suddenly, they see a man outside, and they get very scared. In the meantime, both the men break the door and enter inside. All the girls were scared. Juan shows Julia his ass and asks her to dance like that, but she does not listen. He catches Maida and starts torturing her. After that, Julia again starts dancing by removing her clothes, and now, when he goes to catch Camila, Andrea tries to stop her. Then Juan punches her and makes her fall. Now Juan rapes Camila and his son Maida in a disgusting way. That is, like devils. He tears off the clothes of both of them, and Juan's son also cuts off some skin of Maida's face with his knife. After doing all this, he comes to Andrea and says that tomorrow it is your turn. Now all the three are tied except Maida, and Juan asks Maida if she wants to kill him, and keeping a gun beside her, Juan kisses his boot, and both of them fall asleep. Maida's condition is not so bad. She was not able to get up and do something. When she gets some courage in the morning, she goes to kill him with that gun, but there was no bullet in the gun. Juan gets up and kills him badly, and tells all three that now you will cry for your friend, and both of them leave from there. Seeing Maida's body, all three got scared, and now Andrea calls that police officer, Pedro. Now after reaching there, Pedro was shocked to see their condition. The senior police officer understood after seeing this that the father and son must have caused this condition. Pedro asks him about them, but the senior police officer says that it will be better if you don't ask. But Pedro had decided that he will catch them. Now he was taking all three girls to the station in the car, and Pedro also calls for backup from the station. Then Juan picks up Hoya, and her father had come in front of the police car asking for help, and this police and these two police officers. Pedro tells Juan that the man is sitting alone in the restaurant. He leaves the girls in the car and goes to save Hoya with her dad and brother. All four had guns in their hands, and Juan was sitting alone on a chair and surrenders. But as soon as Pedro Sr. goes to handcuff him, Juan puts a knife through his throat, and the brothers do one and done, causing bloodshed, and he even slits one of the men's throat. Pedro was about to kill Juan when Mario shoots at him, and now he takes the severed head outside and places it in front of the girls, and takes Hoya away. Petro was lucky that the bullet missed him, and he survived, and now these people had decided that they have to save Hoya and take revenge somehow, because no one is going to help. Pato calls again for backup, and now these four go to save Hoya. These four had entered here, and they see a man's daughter also tied here. When Andrea and Julia see Mario, Andrea tells Julia that you have lured him by taking off your top. He should feel that you have come here for him. Julia does this, and Mario melts and attacks Andrea from behind and makes him unconscious, and now both of them tie him up and take him to Pedro and Camila. In exchange of Mario, they ask Juan for Hoya. Then Juan attacks them, and they run away in a room. Juan leaves poisonous gas in that room and also starts firing at them, in which Pedro gets shot, and the three girls run out of there. Mario had regained consciousness, and he attacks all three of them and throws Julia down from the window, due to which she gets very badly injured. Andrea gets a brick in her hand, with which she breaks Mario's rose, and that man also dies. Juan gets very sad on seeing his son's dead body, and he picks up the injured Julia from there and ties her with chains. Andrea and Camila were leaving, but on hearing Julia's voice they come back, and Juan was right in front of her. Andrea had pointed a gun at her, but Juan breaks Julia's face. Julia also gets a bad death. Seeing this, Camila goes and catches her in anger, and Andrea immediately starts shooting, in which Camila also gets shot. Juan was also lying there, and Andrea thinks that he is dead. Now she goes to that small child, and she is about to kill him too, because that child will also grow up and become like them. But when she comes back, she sees that Juan was missing from there, and he had taken out Camila's heart. In the meantime, Juan attacks again, and Andrea shoots the bottle of acid kept near Juan, and Juan dies because of that acid. Some acid splashes on her too, due to which Andrea's face also gets slightly burnt. She was about to come and kill that child when the police backup team had arrived there, and they forbid Andrea to shoot, or else she will shoot. But Andrea kills this child, and the police takes Andrea out from there with Juan's sister Hoya, and the story ends there. Hope you liked my explanation. So do like the video and subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comment what you think about this movie. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.